Oh, welcome back to the family farm. Yeah, getting to my normal intro with no actual chat for this one. Alright, what we got today is 7 needs to be ploughed, and it would help if I switch my headphones on. That's better, I can hear. Thought I'd gone deaf for a moment. Daft, possibly, deaf, never. I think we've got. I'm going to use the subsoiler. Use the cheat that Johnson gave us. Allows to cultivate and plough in one easy lesson. Then I will need to shove into 7 and into all except for 11. I'm going to be putting oilseed radish in. When that's all done, we'll go away and go and sell stuff. Wouldn't that be fun? Uh, 11 I'm going to grass that I decided. To hell with it. I was thinking about 9 or 10, but 11, that will give us a lot of grass. That'd be more than we need at the moment. Yeah, I should have enough juice in there. Glad the gate was open because I clean forgot I'd installed it. Could have been nasty. Could have been more expense for the farm. There's one thing about doing this, as we limed it last time, I will but see where the hell I've been. This is a 4 metre piece of kit if I remember right, so we will set that for 4 metres. We will set that up. Oh, that ain't far out, look at that. Whoopee, I hope this is 4 metres. There's 2 of them, there's a 3 and a 4 metre, and I think I've got the 4 metre. Let's soon find out. Alright, let's drop her in, there we go. This is going to take a little time, of course. Especially if we're down to 4 mile an hour. I still haven't got my head around the other GPS. I'm a simple beggar, so I prefer this one. It suits me. It's about my level. A straight line, set it up within reason, no being able to put it to either side, but you've seen when I try and straighten up in the field anyway, using upside down GPS mod in 17 in Blickling. I never get it right, so I might as well use this. No, I'm toying with the idea of getting a direct drill. I did get right to the end. That's a surprise. Well, I'm going to do every other row here. I'm trying with the idea of getting the direct drill seeder. But the trouble is that will take the money I've got for the sheep. That's that. I can afford many sheep at the moment. I'm hoping that once we get the grind sold, we have a bit more cash. The thing is, I've got to do all. I could of course hire one, couldn't I? Could lease one to do all these with. The little 3 metre one would do. Take a long time, mind you. Because what I'm trying to do is not to have too many mods on this one, because I had a few issues with my one I'm playing off screen that a mod was conflicting that wouldn't allow the wool pallets to spawn. And I don't want that to happen once we start on sheep here. Well, I found that the wool pallets aren't actually worth a lot. I don't know if there's some more always cutting the price or how Giants have done it on this one. I haven't really taken too much notice. Because wool, I'm going to just go down this side. Wool has been a minor consideration. Oh well. I'm not going to worry about getting right up to the edge. Let me just buffer as well as I'm not going to. No, not far out. Now the one thing you find with this particular GPS, this is the one by Mowgli, that doesn't like doing these. You can set it up to do this, then you've got to set it back to do straight, so I'm going to have to run down this edge as best I can. No, I won't have to plough there once I can run the cultivator over the others, can't I? Would it be a bit quicker than this? This is particularly slow because it is a piece of kit that takes quite a bit of power when you think this is in quite deep, whereas a cultivator is just tiddling the surface, depending on the cultivator you have, of course. There's so many of them. I personally like the old paw harriers from 13 and 15. Some of the modded paw harriers. Harriers? Harriers. I thought they sounded wrong. Harriers was the name of the Gateshead Athletics Club, if I remember right. I'm just going to go along this edge. I'm going to go through all the edges just for a start off. Just give me a bit more room to turn around. This side doesn't really matter so much, but as I'm here, I might as well do it. So I could adjust the GPS to do that, but I mean, it's going to the options for it. I don't fancy that, because I then got to set it up. You can set the amount of where you snap to, but as I'm only after a simple GPS for a simple beggar, this will do me fine. You heard the nut bang there, so it's coming up there. I bet just put my vape pen down. Oh, we'll do this edge here, shall we? Because we haven't got it up to create fields, which is probably as well. Although I could get a bit more, I missed a bit there. I could get a bit more production if I took the fields right out to the path there. More a beggar when you're coming to work them all, with less runoff room. And being a typical British map, this, which is, for those who don't know, Riverview version 2. I know Roy has a version 4 ready, or almost ready, just waiting for seasons to be released to add seasons to it. And then that will be released. And it is quite a bit different to this version. Because what he's done is gone back to using his normal models for the farm. That does cause a problem that you can't use it without a lot of work converting it over and adding things to it, which I haven't looked into. You can't use the water trough mod or the water mod. But I'm going to stick with version 2 because, as I say, it is quite a bit different, and I don't want to spend a week changing things around so that it will all work properly. Well, my main sport I've been watching lately has been women's football, the World Cup. Now over. Unfortunately, England fell short. in the semi-finals then. Missed out on the third place. Never mind. Better luck in 4 years' time. But congratulations to the USA. Deserved winners, I have to say. Much as it hurts. They were the class act there, but the only bright point is the majority of teams get a little bit older now. So may not be about for the next World Cup. Anyways, enough of that. Just to show I'm not, don't just sit here playing computer games. Well, no, let's be honest. I play computer games on one screen and have the football on the other. I usually watch it through iPlayer. And no, it's nothing to do with Apple, it's the BBC iPlayer. I'm an example of men can multitask. I can watch two screens at the same time. It's just that if the wife asked me to do more than one thing at a time, no, I can't do it then. Oh dear me, no. Ooh, far too difficult. And I think most men act very similar, and most women will know what I mean. As you see, I'm not problem with the storyline on this again. Oh, I will do one little bit of storyline. We have been given, we haven't picked it up or haven't been delivered yet, given a Massey skid steer, a very old Massey skid steer, but we've been given one with all the tools: rear weight, was it bucket, pallet fork, dial spike. The only thing is, because if I do employ somebody, they ain't going to be able to use it because there's no anti-roll cage, or no rollover cage. If you roll that, or you're going to have a crushed head. I'm going to come a little bit further, just try and get a bit of that done. I'm going to try and do every other one if I can get my head around it. Come back till we take this bit out we missed. Should do it. I will, I think, do one video very soon on the work I've done on Scanners version 2, but my other playthrough of this map, which I went completely different. I gave me quite a bit of money, or I took over a ready-made farm, sold everything off, and bought back what I wanted, bought in what I wanted. Borrowed mightily, just to see if it is possible to make money on this. It is, just takes time, And I think in some respects it could get easy with Seasons, if Seasons is like the 17 version. But one of the problems out there is it takes forever to fill the animal feed trays up, because they take 10 days supply now. A bit silly in my opinion. 6 days was over the top, but 10 is way over the top. I must say I prefer Realimus' idea on Seasons only having 3 days supply. And I know that my good friend John, Bipolar Prophet, used to only play 1 day. He had to fill up every day. But then he was a perfectionist. He didn't like seasons because it didn't go on long enough. 24-day seasons wasn't long enough for him. He wanted a 365-day, oh, and 366 each leap year for the game. Don't know if that would really catch on with most people. I don't think I could keep going for that way. That's bad enough doing 24 days, to be honest. You have to speed time up, and you just don't seem to. You know, either got nothing to do all day, and it means you have to fast full time, or you got too much to do. I'm just going to come through and just take these little bits off here we missed. Begin to annoy me. I don't actually usually worry about those type of things, but it's just seeing that, and of course, I was the thing is it's money we're not going to make. Because that's going to be unproductive soil. But at least with this I won't have to cultivate after this. And you'll all be happy to know that the challenge is nearing its end, and we've actually now paid off the debt. It's a newbie challenge. It's on on the FS17. It's a previous version of this map when it's used to be called Newbie Farm. And if anybody's still playing 17 and you want to try this map, try that. It's not easy. Newbie is not built to be easy. It's not built to be excessively difficult either. This is more difficult. But Newbie have always been a challenge, a whole lot of them. Roy makes his maps as he wants to play, so he likes a bit of a challenge, and they're all meant to be played on hard, because that's up to you how you play them. I've got this on hard economy because that's the way I prefer to play. How are we doing on time? 18 minutes we've been going so far. I haven't run out of things to say. How do you fancy 12 minutes of absolute silence? Or should I sing? Yeah, perhaps not. Best to keep what few subscribers I still got. Don't want to frighten the rest of you off by singing. I love singing, but I've got an awful voice. I love music, but I've got a guitar, which I can't really play. I keep trying. Well, we've got two guitars actually. The wife's got the acoustic, and I've got a cheap electric. Oh, I had to have an electric because one of the things I love is making the guitar scream. I might not play it very well, I make the whole thing scream. Ask for mercy normally. Oh, in other news, our 3 new kittens are settling in nicely. They had the second jabs, and they're getting into everything. The older cats, well, one doesn't mind them. One pretends not to like them, but I think he does. The other two, the female and the ginger and white, are not very keen at all. But one of our original cats, Toby, he's a tabby who's found. Him and his twin brother were found abandoned on a rubbish tip. Well, we got them now. We had them for about 12 years, 13 years now. But Toby never minds other cats. He always seemed to take them under his wing. Well, I put wing ready for cat's the wrong word. I think it's to make them feel good. It's somebody else to look up to them, I think. Well, we did get one shot when we took them into the vets the other day. We found that Teddy, we thought was a boy, is a girl. So we were assured we had 2 boys and a girl. Means I'm getting close to being outnumbered again. So let's get on to some actual farming news. I see the mod contest has been announced, but they should become, well, by the time you see it, they should be on the ModHub, I would have thought. I'm running this about 2-3 weeks ahead. At least it's a bit more open this year. There's not a shoe-in for realness this year. Well, as far as I know, I haven't seen anything else they're doing. I hope I do seasons again, because it is just an update of an existing mod. Well, I'll let you go after another 8 minutes, and then I'll finish this up off screen. And I think I'll make a decision about the cedar. I might just see if there's any old cheap direct drill cedars about on the internet which work. Just get to be a little bit expected, of course, but it's not always the case that mods work. I think we all suffered from that. Getting what looks like a good mod. Well, I did actually on my other Riverview map. Decided to get a mixer, not a driving or towable mixer, but a fixed placeable mixer. Found one, looked okay until I come to use it, and it was awful. Luckily, I saw another one, which works well. I miss the GTX feed mixers. They were about the size I want. These are a bit bigger, about 500,000 litres capacity. It's a bit on the better stop. A bit on the big side. It's a bit of a tight squeeze there. Well, this could take us into tight fit. I think I was talking about that the other day. Missed a bit there. I'm not going to get it all perfect anyway. We're now getting to the awkward bit to do. Tight against the hedge on the edge behind me, and getting to be coming into a point. And oh, look at that, we just had gone down. What? We've just about done half this field. Or what we've done just over half already, because we have done about 6 complete rows at the top there instead of every other one. And again, I think by the time you see this, we should in Britain have our new Prime Minister. I don't sound very enamoured just because I'm not. It's the wrong party for me, and I don't think either of them are up to it. I'm certain that the front runner isn't. But I think that's where we are at the moment in politics worldwide. May not get any further into that because I shall only get very militant. But then we can start the shenanigans of trying to sort out Brexit again. Oh boy. The fun and games, which is going to affect farmers rather a lot, Brexit. I think now we can probably go straight down here on this one. It's going to mean, I think, poorer prices for a start if you're going to compete with the world market. In fact, I think the prices we're seeing in Riverview will be high to what will actually be given. Right, I was about when intervention was taken off, and that dropped the price by about £60 a tonne immediately for grain, wheat and barley. Well, it was a silly system, artificially keeping the price high, but not for the farmer, I suppose. The farmer loved it. And who can blame us? If you're going to get paid a lot extra, you'd be stupid to say, no, I don't want it. Yes, I remember right, prices went from around £200 a tonne for malt and barley to around 120, 140. Started to creep up a bit just before I retired, but it still wasn't anywhere near what it was at its height. Well, we just do this little bit down here, and I'm going to call it. I'll finish this up off screen. Don't really want to spend another episode of me going backwards and forwards, talk about nothing in particular. I've been very careful not to upset too many people with my own rather biased and bigoted views. Missed that bit here. There's one thing, line this first, I can see where I missed. That's what a big advantage. Won't bother to use these lines now. Sorry, I'm still going to end because I can feel a song coming on. You wouldn't. Believe me, you would not want that. Oh, missed a bit down here. Right, so let's start winding up, shall we? I will like to say thank you very much for watching. If you love your show, please consider leaving a like. Not compulsory. It's just nice if you do. It makes me feel wanted. Yeah, I know having my photo up in post offices also makes me feel wanted. Oh, that's an old joke where the most wanted in Britain, their picture used to go up in post offices. Especially if they just have been doing post office robberies. If you're not a subscriber, you feel free to subscribe. Won't cost you a penny. I will try not to bug you too much. Oh, I know I won't bug you at all, unless you want to be bugged. Any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comment section under this video. And with that, it's Raymond saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.